is it about this Garrett team that's allowed you to get off to the start that you have this season and play well as a unit thus far?
I think it's just that we never quit. We always keep fighting. You know, last night we were down by 10 points at halftime, but we came back out. We weren't going to just lay down and give it to them, so we came back and we fought really hard, and we ended up getting a win.
When you look at the NECC standings, I mean, you're right there up at the top. I imagine one of the goals of this team is to win a conference championship. So coming up this Friday, you've got a Central Noble team that's had a lot of success over the last 5-10 years. What do you know about them, and what are going to be some of the keys to winning on Friday against a good opponent?
We know that we have to play really good defense because they're always cutting through the lane, always moving. So we really have to stay focused, stay in front of them, and try not to let them score.
As far as this game goes, the importance of the NECC standings, I kind of alluded to it. This is a game that, you know, I imagine you and Central Noble both have the goal of winning a conference championship. So how does this impact that, and how big of a game is this in the broader scheme of things when it comes to accomplishing that goal?
This is definitely a really important game, so we have to stay focused, and I know we both want to win, and although last year we had a huge crowd, we're not necessarily going to have that this year, but it's still going to be just as intense of a game, and we're going to have to play our hearts out.
What are you most looking forward to about a game like this on a Friday night? I guess it's going to be a triple header with the JV boys going first, and you guys are kind of the featured event at the end of the night. What are you most looking forward to about that opportunity?
I think we're just looking forward to having a good game with a really good opponent, and we're just going to have to fight through it like we did the other night, and we're just going to have to play how we know how to play.
They're ranked 12th in 3A. You guys are ranked 5th. How cool is it to see two teams from Northeast Indiana kind of get the statewide respect that you guys have had and then get to clash in a game like this?
It's a great matchup. It's always fun to go against good teams and high-ranked teams, so it'll be a good game.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add?
I don't think so.
Good deal. Good deal. Thank you guys as a team to have the success that you've had thus far.
Yeah, we're just really focusing on playing together, working together every night, and just coming out with those wins.
At the beginning of the year, was this a team that you thought could have a special type of season as far as Garrett basketball goes?
Yeah, we definitely believed that we could repeat some success from last year. It came a year early, as a lot of people saw, so we definitely had a lot of confidence.
When you take a look at what you guys do well on the court, what is it that's allowing you guys to mesh, and what are some of the calling cards, if you will?
I think it's just we're all really unselfish, and we don't care. Like, 5 different players could go off for 20 points every night, and we're just really unselfish with the ball. We move it around and really get the best shot every time.
Tell me a little bit about this coming Friday's matchup. It's going to be our highlight zone game of the week. You're talking about two teams that are ranked in the top 12 of 3A. You guys are ranked 5th. It's a big matchup. So what are you most looking forward to about this game, knowing that kind of the spotlight is on the Garrett girls versus the Central Noble girls?
Yeah, Central Noble, they beat us last year in the conference tournament, so we really want to avenge that loss and get back. And we know that they're a good team, but we have the confidence that we can go out there and win and really take that first place in the conference standings.
I know, earlier this week you obviously had to focus on Fairfield and ended up beating a good Fairfield team by a couple points last night. But I know you were watching video, so I imagine you're now transitioning to getting ready for Central Noble. What do you know about them? What are some of the things that Coach is stressing that you're going to have to do well to counter some of their strengths on Friday?
Yeah, they set a lot of off-ball screens, so we're just really going to have to talk. And then they like to pressure the ball, so that means we're going to have wide-open driving lanes and just really attacking.
When you look at the NECC standings, this is a game that both of you guys need to win a conference championship, and I imagine both of you have the goal and have the ability to win a conference championship. So how big of a game is this, knowing that if you want to accomplish one of the goals that you set out at the beginning of the year, I don't want to say it's a must-win, but you really do need to win on Friday to make it happen.
Yeah, it's definitely huge. It just gives us the confidence going into the tournament next week to really know that we can win it.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I'm good.
All right. Good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
You take a look at this Garrett basketball team. Obviously, we're at the midway point of the season for girls basketball in the state of Indiana. What is it about this team that's allowed you to have the success that you've had up to this point?
Well, I think it starts with their unselfishness. Obviously, they're very talented, but the unselfishness of they don't care who scores as long as we win, which helps on nights when we have off nights. We've had 4 different guys lead us in scoring on a nightly basis. So, 3 in double figures. Nataley and Faith are real close to having all 5 in double figures. So I think that's the biggest thing, is that they're willing to share the ball. They're willing to get out and do the little things to score because they know opportunities, they're not going to be as plentiful as they were in the past. So I think you've really seen our ability to run the floor and get into transition, and that's just a basis of wanting to get shots, and it's worked out really well.
At the beginning of the season, I imagine one of the goals was to win an NECC championship. This Friday's game will go a long way and will have an impact on both of your team's chances of winning. So how do you approach a game knowing that if you want to achieve one of the ultimate goals that you set out at the beginning of the year, you need to win on Friday night?
Well, I think you have to handle the pressure of that. But like I said, I think we've tried to prepare them since they were freshmen to know that this is what we were building for. And, I think everybody's talked about kind of jumping the curve a little bit last year in the sectional. So we do have some actual experience to look back on and how we handled those moments. And, I think in our Fairfield game the other night, you saw that we got behind, we were struggling, but we stayed the course. And I think Concordia was the same way. So we just draw on that kind of stuff. That's why we put Concordia and Norwell on the schedule, to draw on that type of learning experiences. And you just have to hope that you do it.
Obviously at Fairfield last night, but I know you were looking at video and getting ready for Central Noble now that you have that Fairfield game back in the pocket. So what are some of the things that you've identified with Central Noble that concern you and that you guys are going to have to do well to counter some of the things that they do well this Friday?
Well, obviously you have to defend flex because that's a staple of Josh and his program, and, they won a state championship with that. And so you have to defend that. They're very good in transition. So we not only have to run in transition, we have to get back and defend it. And then, just experience. They have two kids that have not only won a state championship, but played big roles in that. So they like the big game atmosphere as much as we do. I think be able to have some fans in here, so that will be good. So, it's just going to be a knockdown, drag-out game like it always is. We kind of hope that our size maybe has a little bit of advantage for us. They probably want their quickness to be an advantage. So whoever can take advantage of whatever mismatches we have will probably come out on top.
Final question, how much are you guys looking forward to a game like this? I mean, it's a great opponent. Like you said, they're going to be allowed some fans in. It's going to be our highlight zone game of the week. I saw that the schedule's kind of been flipped so that you've got the premium spot there at the end of the night. It's a 3A team ranked 5th, a 3A team ranked 12th. I mean, the spotlight's on a game like this. How much you guys looking forward to just that atmosphere and that kind of a basketball game on Friday?
We're very excited. We're 3 years removed from the only losing season we've had in the last 25 years. And, we tasked these kids, these juniors, to build the program back up, and let's get into games like this. Like, it's much more exciting. It's not pressure. It's a lot more exciting to have people care about what you're doing in a game than, not even bother to look the score up when it's over. So just embrace the moment. That's been for us and getting to where we're at with COVID and everything is just the lack of fans being able to be here. And our fans have been amazing and tuning in online and leaving lots of comments. But this is what you play basketball for, and especially in Indiana, is the crazy atmospheres. And Central Noble, obviously, some of the best following of any team that we play. This place would be packed, but it's going to be as full as it can be, and we look forward to that opportunity and, kind of hopefully shining in the spotlight.